Alright, so this is an analysis video on the gameplay of Junction I've posted very recently. This will kind of serve like a commentary track or whatever. I'll be pausing the video whenever I'll have something to say about the specific part of the gameplay. And let's begin. Is it bot infested?
Yeah,
There's a Discord.
There's 3 of them.
So I blurred out the chat in this part for obvious reasons. I don't want for these bastards to get like a free promotion for whatever reason. But in chat, there were at least 3 bots that were constantly spamming the joining and leaving server. And I was about to open up the console to turn off the chat for the moment.
There's 3 spammers in chat.
HUD say text say fuck 0. So here I was struggling to remember the exact source engine or Team Fortress command in the console, as some of the commands have like this weird way of wording the thing you want to get done, and it's just hard to remember exactly how it was sometimes. But in this scenario, it was HUD say text time, and then you set whatever timer you want. This command will turn off the chat from appearing, or more like you can adjust for how long like random new messages will appear at the chat area. And in this scenario, I completely turned it off. I made it so the chat doesn't appear unless I press Y, unless I turn on the chat on my own. And I highly recommend doing this command if you're going to be taking your chances with the casual servers like me and my friends do.
If you want to show Valve a good example of the bots, just make them play Junction for one game and they're fucking...
So the previous time we got Junction, it was infested with aimbot snipers. That is what Drew is referencing here, that moment we encountered, and we usually encounter a ton of bots on these less popular maps. Not all the time, but it happens.
Dude, Junction is epic. This is my favorite map ever made.
Bot Junction, let's rename it.
Boction.
Boction, brother.
So here I was purposefully trying to make a dumb joke by combining the word bot and junction, and what I came up with in the moment was boction. I should also mention at the start of this clip, I was saying that this map is epic, but I was obviously saying it sarcastically. If you didn't catch the sarcasm, well, now you know.
This medic looks like a bot.
I'm
the enemy medic.
Half of our teammates look like tf_bot. I'm not joking. They're just hatless, and they're looking at me.
So in the moment, I really wanted to make this tf_bot joke, because, I don't know, I just came up with it on the spot, and I thought it was a clever joke. Upon further analysis of the scoreboard, I can pretty much tell you that only 2 of my teammates were actually hatless, and... So I was actually wrong here in the commentary track. There was 1 more teammate that was a hatless demo man that I missed. It resembled the supposed TF bot I was talking about, not half of the team. I should also note that this is probably my rawest form, because when I was playing here, I wasn't anticipating myself recording this and then later publishing it to the public. I thought that at most maybe I'll share it in a private setting, like on a private Discord server, or in a closed small Discord server like my Secret Historians Discord server. So
Dude, Junction is so awesome! How can anyone hate this map?
So right before I correct myself and say how can anyone hate this map, you can for a very short moment hear me say Elle or something like that. I was about to refer to another friend of mine whose nickname on the internet is Element, who is also known for hating this map, but then in the moment I was like, wait, this map is kind of generally hated, and instantly corrected myself and said, how can anyone hate this map? Obviously I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, okay, the bots love it, come on.
I infiltrated the enemy team as a blue pyro.
Dude, he won.
And they didn't care. I just kept saying go, 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 and thank you, and then just slipped past them and then looked at our heavy in the eyes, and then he punched me to death.
So the fact that he died from getting punched to death can actually be seen in the kill feed earlier in the video. So while I was making this analysis video, clearly I'm making this analysis video kind of as a joke, as a meme, like this is a dumb map. I thought it would be funny if I would overanalyze my own gameplay. While I was analyzing this part of the video, I had the idea of contacting my friend and getting him to analyze this part of the video himself and reveal to us exactly what happened to him. But at the time that I contacted him, he was not available. So I decided not to wait on it since this is a dumb meme video and just get on with it. Monkey see, monkey do. So here I thought it would be even funnier if I overlaid multiple pauses on top of each other. Like there's the pause from the analysis video, editor's note, and then there's another pause from editor's note, and now there's yet another pause from editor's note. But I think I'm taking this joke a little too far now, so I'll stop.
This guy doesn't care that I'm just destroying his buildings? Any other than unusual?
I'm still a bit confused about this part to this day, because I kind of took care of all the buildings like it was nothing. There was like no pushback, no nothing, and it just sort of happened.
Yo, what's
I destroyed
happening? Why am I
his
hearing
bubble.
beep, 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 bro?
I destroyed his sentry like it was nothing. He's still not trying to kill me. Okay, I'm capping the point. I destroyed all the buildings of the engineer that's wearing an unusual, and now he disappeared.
So in retrospect, the engineer's actions weren't that weird or dumb, because he was just simply trying to avoid getting killed by the heavy that has a brass beast revved up. So he got a few cheap shots on me and ran away. In retrospect, I don't blame him for doing that, but if it were me, I would have, I would have went kamikaze mode basically and just tried my best to do something to maybe delay the point cap even by a few seconds. But this guy wasn't having any of it and he ran away. And the reason why I keep pointing out that he has an unusual is because, first of all, I kind of think unusuals are overrated. The only types of unusuals I like are the weapon ones. And it's just kind of fun to make fun of people that have unusuals. It's kind of a staple at this point, isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm a cynical bastard. I don't know.
He gave up. Homie just gave up.
He's like, Junction is so cool, I'm gonna let you have it, Heavy. I know you love this map.
Oh, I'm shooting my own
Who made this?
question. Ask Element.
So at this part of the video, I made the only cut in the entire gameplay. It's not because I said, or any of us said, an offensive joke or anything. It's more of my paranoia getting the better of me because of how unpredictable this community can be. So I thought the joke didn't add much to the gameplay anyway, and I decided to cut it.
This map is amazing.
Bitch, you made Junction.
I think we should play Spy.
So while I was capping the point, I realized that this is like the smallest map in the game. And I was thinking that getting a boxing glove crit could be pretty strong, and I wanted to do that. I just thought it would be fun. So I switched to the boxing gloves, hoping to get at least a kill or two, take maybe some advantage of the crit boost that you get from the boxing gloves. But as you will see, I will get completely denied from doing this idea.
I might play Spy.
I have no idea what that sound was that came from voice chat. It sounded like somebody's phone. I don't know.
But we're gonna win and we're gonna be on defense.
Talking about Spy.
Oh no, he cancelled me.
So that's the pirate that completely shut down my idea of using the boxing gloves for fun. And my logic behind saying that, oh, but we'll be defense, so I won't play Spy, is completely stupid. But I guess it makes kind of sense in a tiny map like this. Maybe you would rather be an offensive Spy in a tiny map than a defensive Spy.
I've also been using the normal gun more, normal invis watch more often.
I'm eating sandwich and I'm gonna win the game.
The game would have been won regardless if I would have been there or not. But it's just a fun thought to have that, hey, I won the game while eating a sandwich.
Dude, Junction is awesome!
I'm so glad we queued up for Junction. Oh my god.
Spot Junction.
So we like to sometimes clown around in voice chat, and other times use it in a tactical manner. Of course, we sometimes get people telling us to shut up, and I think in some cases people just silently mute us. Like here, I believe we have direct proof of this soldier actually muting me after I screamed Junction is awesome, because he just stops in the middle of his tracks for a full few seconds. And if the guy has mouse enabled on the scoreboard, you can mute somebody really, really quickly. But I do have the need to mention that there is no actual proof of this happening. This is just pure speculation.
There are no bots, surprisingly.
Dust
Steal!
Dude, I hope Junction wins.
Was out.
No, not Dust Bowl! anything
I
but
wanna go to
Dust Bowl.
Steel.
I'd rather do Junction again than Dust Bowl.
Honestly, I think I still stand by that. I think I would rather play a very short match of Junction than an endless match of Dust Bowl. So that concludes the analysis of my Junction gameplay, and I'll see you around.